What's going on, guys? It's that guy with movies back here again, and today's unboxing is most likely going to be the last new one for a while, at least until probably the end of next month, and it's going to be on the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and Digital Code combo pack of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker here. Yes, this one finally came out, and I know what you're all thinking, but I'll get to that in a little bit here. So let's take a look at the actually nice looking slipcover first, and then we will get on to the unboxing portion. So, of course, to start off, we have what we have up there, as usual. We have some okay artwork, I guess. I don't know, I'm not really a fan of it. They should have just used, like, the poster, or maybe even, like, the first poster that they put out, like, with Rey, and then Kylo Ren, and then, like, Emperor up top. That would have been cool if they used that for the 4K cover, and then used the main poster for the Blu-ray. But I guess they decided to go the Sony route that they've been doing recently, but I'll show that to you guys in a little bit here. But yeah, we have one lonely X-Wing against a huge fleet of Star Destroyers, so there is that. And then with the logo in the center as well. We have a sticker here, 4 times sharper than HD, experience the epic conclusion, is it really though? Includes full-length documentary and more. And then, of course, we still have this stupid Movies Anywhere thing, and then we have Ultimate Collector's Edition down there. In terms of embossing, there's actually quite a bit on here. The top up here and the bottom, they're like shiny in addition to being embossed on the cover. And there's also like some of the Star Destroyers. These ones are kind of embossed. They have a really cool effect where the top is embossed, but not the bottom. Like the bottom is a little bit kind of raised. But the top is, you know, the most raised on there. And then we have this. And then we have the logo down here, which is actually, I think, debossed on the packaging here. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. The X-Wing is embossed. And then, of course, that is also embossed as well. And this also has like a matte finish to it as well. So now we will take a look at the spine here. It says Ultra HD Blu-ray, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. We have a picture of BB-8 there, Lucasfilm logo, and the serial code. Pretty much the exact same thing on the other spine. And now we will take a look at the back here. And like I said before, Disney looks like they're going the Sony route with this one, where they have like the front cover like on the front of it, and then they have like a poster of it on the back here with no info or anything. In this case, we got, once again, the X-Wing with all these Star Destroyers, and they make up Kylo Ren's mask. It's a pretty cool looking piece of artwork as well, and it's kind of shiny as well. And now we will take a look at the bottom here. There's just some, you know, copyright stuff. And then we have actually a warning here. Some flashing light scenes in this film may affect photosensitive viewers. So if you do suffer from, you know, epilepsy or photosensitivity, then maybe this movie might not be for you, because there's quite a bit of flashing lights in this movie. So now we will take a look at the front cover here of the case itself, and it is way different than the slipcover. I like it when, you know, studios do that with their slipcovers. We'll just bring my lamp here a little bit closer so you guys can see this in a little bit better of light. But what we have up here, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, pretty much the exact same thing, but we just have the poster artwork instead. So it's pretty kind of cluttered. There's a ton of characters and everything, but, you know, I kind of like this one a little bit better. So now we'll take a look at the side. It's pretty much the exact same thing, except instead of being black, it is kind of like a red-black gradient. And now we will take a look at the back finally. So we have our description right there. That's probably super tiny and super blurry as well. And I'll just, there you go. So if you guys want to pause and read that, it's super tiny, but there you go. And now we will take a look at our special features. Oh, we got a quote up here from Owen Gleiberman of Variety saying it is everything you want from a Star Wars film. I bet a lot of people would beg to differ, but we'll get to that soon enough. So 4K Ultra HD with Ultra Play, jump instantly to the movie. We have a 4K resolution, high dynamic range, HDR, wider color spectrum, and immersive audio, including Dolby Atmos. And for the complete 4K experience, you do need a 4K TV with high dynamic range and an Ultra HD Blu-ray player. So now we will take a look at our special features here. We have the Skywalker Legacy documentary. The story lives forever in this feature-length look at the making of the movie. Kind of the same thing where they had on the Last Jedi Blu-ray. They had the Director and the Jedi documentary that was like an hour and a half. We got Pisana Pursuit, Creating the Speeder Chase, D0, Key to the Past, and more. And now we will take a look at our specifications. So for the Ultra HD Blu-ray, it is a 2160p ultra high definition widescreen with an aspect ratio of 239:1. For audio, we do have an English Dolby Atmos and 2.0 descriptive audio track. And then for other languages, French and Spanish, they only get a 7.1 Dolby Digital Plus. And for subtitles, it's just usually English, French, and Spanish as we usually get on here. And then for the Blu-ray, it is pretty much the exact same thing, 1080p high definition widescreen with 239:1. Instead of getting the Atmos track, you do get the 7.1 DTS HD Master Audio track and 2.0 descriptive audio. Disney really should start putting their Atmos tracks on the Blu-ray instead, as well as the 4K. And then we have French and Spanish 5.1 Dolby Digital language tracks, and then same thing with the subtitles. It is in color, digitally mastered. It is from last year, and it is 142 minutes. So just a little over, or not a little over, I guess a little under, 2.5 hours. I wish this one was a little bit longer because it did feel kind of rushed at the beginning. And we do get the same warning down here with the flashing lights. And then we have, of course, there is a digital code included with this movie. So just put that back into focus. We'll move these back out. And I'll just go ahead and grab my knife here, and we will just slice this on the side. Probably cut into the case a little bit, but let's take this off here. So, have you guys seen the Rise of Skywalker? If so, what did you think about it? Did you love it? Did you think it was your favorite Skywalker saga movie? Did you think it was your least favorite? It's all up to you. Let me know down below what you guys thought of it, and I will get to my review in a minute or two here. So here it is, all unwrapped, so I'll just bring this off camera, just so I can take the code out, because I will be using the code, of course. And that's pretty much what it looks like. It's your usual Disney pamphlet here, redeem your digital movie code, and then, of course, go to redeemdigitalmovie.com. At least they put artwork on these pamphlets, so I'm happy with that. And this is a Disney Movie Insider's eligible title as well, but they still have not put physical rewards on there. Come on, guys, get on the ball with that. So now we will take a look at the inside of the case here. So it looks like we have 3 discs in here, so I'll just move this to the left, and we will start on the right side of the case as we usually do. And here is the 4K disc. So to denote it is the 4K disc, there is a large 4K logo, as well as a picture of Kylo Ren right there. And, you have all the logos and everything. Lucasfilm logo, feature film, 4K Ultra HD, PG-13, and, oh, I forgot to mention this is also an all-region Blu-ray or 4K as well. So I'll just put that off to the side. And looks like when I pop that out, the Blu-ray also popped out. So to denote that it is the Blu-ray, we have a picture of Rey. Once again, this is an all-region release as well. So that is pretty much what it looks like. So there is that, and it does have feature film on there, just to kind of denote it from the other disc, which I will pop out here. And it is a bonus disc, so we have a picture of J.J. Abrams right there with the guy that plays Chewbacca. Once again, all region Blu-ray, and it does say bonus to denote it from the other movies there. So there you go, guys. That is about it for the unboxing portion of this video. It actually took us quite a while to, do that, but there you go. That is it for the unboxing portion. So now on to the review portion. Okay, let's get going here. So what I thought of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. The sequel trilogy is definitely divisive. I'll say that. Actually, pretty much the entirety of Star Wars is divisive. You have a lot of defenders of the prequels. You have, of course, everybody loves the original trilogy. I'd probably go so far as to saying that it's one of the best trilogies of all time, but the prequel series does have its followers, its defenders, and everything. And of course, I think some people like the sequel trilogy as well. Well, the population, I think, likes them because all of these have grossed over $1 billion. But unfortunately, this one is a box office disappointment. This one only grossed, what was it, around like 1.07 billion or something like that. So it did not gross very much at all. Of course, grossing $1 billion is no easy feat, but I'm kind of expecting a little bit more from Star Wars here. But yeah, the sequel trilogy is definitely very divisive. I enjoyed the sequel trilogy for the most part. The prequels, not necessarily. They do have a lot of cringy moments in them. But the original trilogy, like I said, I'd have to say it's probably one of the best trilogies of all time. But the sequel trilogy is pretty good, and this one, everybody hated this one, and I know what you're all thinking right now. You're probably, you know, typing all your comments and everything, and you're just thinking, oh boy, here he goes again with talking about really I enjoyed this movie. Like, I enjoyed it. It was good, like, a good, solid action movie. I know it's not really that great of a Star Wars movie, but as a whole, as a movie, it's not too bad. There were some pretty cool moments in this one, a lot of cool nostalgic moments, and just a lot of really cool action scenes in this movie. You know, the final battle here is pretty cool, even though I was kind of expecting a little bit more from it. It should have been an Endgame style battle, but unfortunately it was kind of not. But anyway, though, like, I liked it. The acting was still good. You know, Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, they all do. John Boyega, who's kind of barely in this movie, but they all did a pretty good job in this one. The writing, though, unfortunately, is not that great. Like I did say, it should have been a little bit longer than it was. Probably one of the only movies I can say that should have been longer, because this one did feel very rushed, and I think it's kind of a cop-out how they included Palpatine in this movie again, when they're basically in Force Awakens and Last Jedi kind of setting up Snoke to be the main villain, but unfortunately he was killed off in The Last Jedi, so I guess whatever for that one. Nobody really kind of cared, but yeah, they were kind of setting him up to be the main bad guy anyways, but unfortunately for this one they brought back Palpatine, and his design looked kind of cool, I'll admit that. How he kind of looked really like zombie-ish at the beginning. And, you know, like, I really like his design. It was actually kind of straight out of a horror movie. But, yeah, I enjoyed this one for what it was. It wasn't too bad of a movie. Not as bad as everybody was saying it was. I see some people saying, oh, it's like a 2 out of 10 or like a 4 out of 10. I'd say it's probably around a 6.5 for me. Maybe even a 7, I'd say. It's not my favorite Star Wars movie, of course, but it's also not my least favorite Star Wars. There's a ton of other Star Wars movies that are weaker than this one. But anyway, though, that is my review and thoughts on Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker here. 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. If you haven't seen this one yet, I definitely recommend watching it. So anyway, though, guys, that is about it for this unboxing video on the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and Digital Code combo pack of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Instagram and Twitter links will be in the description down below if you want to follow me on there. Also, be sure to check out my IMDb profile page. The link for that will also be down below in the description of this video as well, to check out what I've been watching recently. Also, if you're new, wait, did I say that already? Yeah, I did. Oops. Anyways, also be sure to click the bell to be notified of future videos. A new video every Tuesday and Friday. So anyway, though, guys, that is about it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time. And may the Force be with you all. And that is it for the Skywalker saga.